We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and today we have another MLB slate to go over for today, as well as we do have a Monday night college football game between Louisville and Ole Miss. So it should be a fun day of betting. A little bit lighter of a card, only 12 baseball games, and then the one college football game. So should be an interesting day. And of course, it's Labor Day, so we all have this Monday off. It's a fun day to be able to just watch some sports today because we got a lot of earlier games. We got plenty of 1 o'clock games in baseball to watch, and it should be a fun day. But before we get into today's slate, before we break down everything we're going over today, we always take a look at what happened yesterday. Keeps the transparency on this channel and let you guys know exactly how we do, because we will come out and we will straight up say how we did yesterday. And for me, it was actually a great day. I'm very happy of how yesterday went. Another positive day for me. It's been 3 in a row. I think this weekend I finished up around 19 units. It would have been 21 if somebody didn't blow an 18-point fourth quarter lead to force and to lose overtime. But regardless about that one, I'm not going to name any names, Notre Dame. But yeah, looking at what happened yesterday, baseball was a good day. I went 7-4 overall. My only losses were on the over in Cincinnati and Detroit, Chicago first 5 run line, Cubs and the White Sox, and then the Houston first 5 as well. And then I did get wins. I had a nice couple of double ups yesterday as well. I had Tampa Bay first 5 run line and team total over. I got to thank Austin Meadows for that one. Arguably one of the most underrated players in baseball. It's a 2-run shot with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th to push the team total over and to cash the first 5 run line. I had Toronto first 5 run line minus 145. They take care of business and absolutely blow out those Oakland Athletics 8-0 yesterday. I had St. Louis team total over 2.5. That one cashed, as well as a plus 210 on their first 5 money line. And then I also cashed the team total over for the Cubbies at 4.5. That one was a crazy game. I almost bet the over on that one as well. There was 3 grand slams in that game, including 2 in 1 inning. So a crazy game there in Chicago. Overall, 7-4. Made some money in baseball yesterday. College football, I had Notre Dame. Yeah, I feel like that's all that I really have to say about that one. They were a pretty decent amount, and FSU, credit to FSU, they put in Milton, Mackenzie Milton, and he looked like an absolute stud last night. So props to FSU for that comeback. They couldn't get it done in overtime, FSU, but I mean, I had Notre Dame. It is what it is. You'll take those. Those will happen. It's football, and we will move on to the next day. And luckily, we do have a football game to go over for today. So, how was your day yesterday?
It went pretty well. According to my video plays, yesterday I had the Mets that went up 6-0. No, sorry, 6-3. Nationals tied it up in the 5th, and then the Mets proceeded to put up 1 in the 8th and 6 in the 9th. They won 13-6. No sweat, easy one there. Really happy with that one. Cleveland Indians went up 6-0. Boston caught up. It was 6-5. Cleveland put up 5 runs in the 9th inning. Nice little plus 115 there. Our best bet was that Rays run line. Didn't work out. It happens. I also had Seattle. No sweat. Easy win. And they only had to put up 7 runs in the 11th inning. 10-4 win there. Nice casher. And then I also had the Astros, which was a loser. And then I also had the under in the Dodgers game, which looked bad off the bat. And then there was, after that top of the 5th, there was no runs until the top of the 9th. Albert Pujols hit a 2-run shot. And that at that point, it pushed it from an under to an over, and I lost it there. I would have rather have lost it in the 5th inning than lost it like that, because I actually had hope. There was 1 out, and then Pujols went and did that, and it kind of just, wasn't as fun. And then once again, we were on Notre Dame last night, so not a winner there, but it happens. It's whatever.
It is what it is. But luckily, we do have a nice little slate here to go over for today's games.
They lost. I didn't have it. I had the under, but they lost.
It happens. They're not immortal. So, but we will kick it on off here. We have the New York Mets at the Washington Nationals. The Mets are a -125 in this game. It's a +115 the other way with the Nationals. We have a total of 9.5 in this game. We get a pitching matchup of Trevor Williams and Patrick Corbin. Where are you looking at for this game?
Well, in theory, I should really want the Mets to lose this game just so they can be 69-69 for the first time in franchise history. But no, I got the Mets winning this game. This team is hot. 7 out of their last 8 games. I know the pitching advantage is on Washington. But I'm going to keep riding the streak. The Mets, they've been hot. They've been winning. They're only 3.5 games back for the division. So they're going to keep fighting, and they're going to beat up on these bad teams, Washington included. I do like the Mets. I have a bet on them. I got them at 115. They're 125. Still don't mind it. Can't turn a loser into a winner into a loser in baseball. So a little bit of extra juice, that's fine. Going New York Mets money line to start off the show.
Yeah, looking at this game for me, we have Trevor Williams is 4-2, a 4.27 ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, and 71 2/3 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts and 26 walks. On the other side, Patrick Corbin, 7-14, a 6.26 ERA, a 1.45 WHIP, and 141 innings pitched and 114 strikeouts and 47 walks. And I did put up that for a reason. How were we ever trusting either of these pitchers in this spot? This is a over or nothing type of game. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. I meant to click the that. But how are we trusting either of these pitchers in this game? Trevor Williams is a guy who the Mets got part of that Baez trade, but he's a AAA guy that's going to be a spot starter here and there. And on the other side, Patrick Corbin, the Nationals may have a pitching advantage with Patrick Corbin in this matchup. Trevor Williams is not that good. Don't let his record deceive you. He has very limited innings pitched compared to what Patrick Corbin's done this year. For me, this is an absolute stay off in this game. I want nothing to do with it. It'd be a lean towards the plus money with the Nationals, to be completely honest. So it's a dog or pass spot for me here.
No, you're not betting. No, the Mets have won 7 out of their last 8. They're hot right now. You're going to bet against a team. You're going to jump in front of a Mets train that's been winning like crazy, going against a Washington team that's lost 8 out of their last 10 and like 23 out of their last 29 games. You're really going to no. Absolutely not. I don't care what the pitching advantage is. Mets are going to win today.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor Williams does have a 7.27 road ERA. He's 1-2 on the road this year. He's not looked good at all. No, this is more of that would be more of a fade of Trevor Williams more than anything else, because the guy is an absolute bum.
Whatever. Speaking of 1-800-GAMBLER, this is your 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay, yeah, this is the true. Yeah, let me put up that banner. That's the true 1-800-GAMBLER game here.
Got a game I'm really interested in today is the Phillies Brewers. What is your opinion on this game, guys? Who do you got? If you look at this scrolling across the bottom, I do have my plays, and one of them is Milwaukee. We'll be going over that one in 4 games. We got this one, Toronto game, Tampa Bay, Detroit game, and then Philadelphia game. We just go in the order of the sports book. So that's how we're going in that. But if you look at the bottom of the screen, that's all of our plays for today.
Yep. But looking at this matchup here, we have the Kansas City Royals at the Baltimore Orioles here, -110 for the Orioles, even money for the Orioles, 10.5 for this game. We get Bubik versus Lowther, the pitching matchup here. Looking at these pitchers, Bubik is 4-6 this season, a 5.16 ERA, a 1.53 WHIP, and 99 and a third innings pitched, 91 strikeouts, 52 walks. With Lowther here, 0-1, a 10.80 ERA, a 2.04 WHIP, and 8 and a third innings pitched, 11 strikeouts and 4 walks. And I feel like we're kicking off today with 2 1-800-GAMBLER games. I'm allowed to have this scrolling on the bottom of the screen, Tom.
Oh, sorry. I was just having our place so that when we get the point that it's a 1-800-GAMBLER game, I just have our place from across the bottom.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, this is one of those games where I once again want nothing to do with it here. These are two really bad teams. Granted, the Baltimore Orioles are on a hot streak right now. They've won 2 games in a row.
Against the Yankees.
Against the Yankees, too. But yeah, no, I'm not trusting either of these teams to do anything for me. Maybe a lean towards the over, because both these pitchers are absolute ass. And the Baltimore Orioles are actually kind of sneaky offensively against left-handed pitching. But I'm not going to touch this game at all.
Yeah, this one's the 1-800-GAMBLER game. And as I'm looking through the slate, there'll be some games I'll be like, okay, Mets game, all right, I like it. Toronto and Yankee, okay. Kansas City, Baltimore next. And I did that with the Detroit-Pittsburgh game as well. But no, I'm just not interested in this game. It's just I'm not at this point of the season. I don't see a need to go and bet on games between two teams that have nothing going for the season, that have no motivation, no reason to be winning. No, I just don't want to go after two bad teams. So, 1-800-GAMBLER game. This is a nerfy game?
No, absolutely not. No, not with these pitchers.
Yikes, okay. I mean, I'm not going to – I don't do nerfy, so I really can't say anything, but I don't know. I passed on this game, barely even did anything with it. 1-800-GAMBLER if you're betting this one. Next.
All right, yep. We have the Toronto Blue Jays at the New York Yankees in this one. The Yankees are on -130. It's a +120 the other way with the Blue Jays. We have a total of 9.5 in this one. Hyun-Jin Ryu and Jameson Taillon, the pitching matchup for this one. Hyun-Jin Ryu is 12-8 this season with a 3.92 ERA, a 1.17 WHIP, and 149 in the third innings pitched. He has 121 strikeouts and 33 walks. On the other side, Jameson Taillon is 8-5 with a 4.44 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP, and 131 innings pitched, 40 strikeouts, and 131 strikeouts and 40 walks. My bad. And looking at this matchup here, I've got nothing for this game. It'd be a lean towards potentially the Blue Jays at plus money, but overall, I'm not particularly touching this game. I would like a little bit more plus money with the Blue Jays in this spot. They are on the road against a Yankee team that is 40-27 at Yankee Stadium this year. So overall, once again, I'm passing on a bunch of games here. I don't have a play on the first 3 games. I do have a play on next game and actually the next 6 games. I have plays on the next 6 games. So this is just not a game I do have a play on.
Yeah, with this one, ever since the Yankees finished off their 13-game win streak?
Yep.
They've gone 2-6, losing 2 games against Oakland, losing the series 2-1 versus the Angels, and now they just lost a series to the Baltimore Orioles. This Yankee team is starting to crumble. As crazy as that sounds, they're starting to go downhill. They are granted half a game still up on Boston, and 3.5 games up on Seattle. So they still got a little bit more comfort room. But this Yankee team could easily slip. I got Toronto for today. It's Hyun-Jin Ryu and Jameson Taillon. I just feel like Hyun-Jin Ryu is got a slight pitching advantage in this one, even though he hasn't been pitching as good lately. I still do like Toronto over this one, because if you look at Toronto, they've been playing well. They've won 4 straight games, 7 out of their last 8. They swept Oakland. They took care of 2 out of 3 from Baltimore, and they took care of 2 out of 3 from Detroit. So the second two series I mentioned aren't really that special, but took care of an Oakland team, and I think this Toronto team's on the way up. They are fighting for a playoff spot. They're only 4 games back for the wild card. I think they still have a shot. So Toronto in this matchup against the Yankees, and I get a little bit of plus money, which is always nice.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll move on to the next matchup here. We have the Tampa Bay Rays at the Boston Red Sox here. We have Ryan Yarbrough and Chris Sale, the pitching matchup for this one. Minus 135 for the Red Sox, plus 125 for the Rays. Total of 9 in this game. Are you looking at getting involved in this one?
Wake up in the morning, I got Tampa on my mind. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I wake up and you bet Tampa. That's kind of like the routine at this point now. Yes, they did not win yesterday. And they are in Boston today. But this Tampa team is still good. 7-3 in their last 10. Yes, they lost yesterday. They lost 2 against Boston the series before. One of those when Chris Sale was pitching, but Chris Sale did not pitch against Yarbrough last time. I think Yarbrough's got a slight pitching advantage. Yes, Chris Sale has been solid since he's come back. 3-0, 2.53. He's won every single matchup. And we'll see. I cannot turn down plus money in Tampa Bay. Did they move down? Nope, they're still minus 125 on my book.
Plus 125.
Plus 125. So I still do like the Tampa Bay Rays in this one. I like Yarbrough. I think they get the job done against Boston today.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I have this game priced closer to a pick'em, and getting plus 125, plus 130, I think is a great price here. Looking at this game, Ryan Yarbrough is 8-4 this season with a 4.50 ERA, a 1.17 WHIP, and 134 innings pitched, 104 strikeouts, and 23 walks. On the other side, Chris Sale is 3-0 with a 2.53 ERA, a 1.13 WHIP, and 21 and a third innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, and 5 walks. And Chris Sale has looked really good since coming back off the injured list. I will admit that right now. Let's take a look at his game logs real quick. He's pitched in 4 games. He's given up a total of 6 earned runs over 21 and a third innings pitched. He has strikeout numbers 8, 5, 8, and 9. Or 3, my bad. 3 in his last game. It was 9 ground balls there. But looking at this matchup, I do like Tampa Bay as well. I think that this is a spot where whenever you can get Tampa Bay at plus money, I feel like you can Tampa Bay is the play there. And this is a spot where you're getting plus 135 for them in the first 5 innings. I think that is a great price. I'm going to hop on that there. Tampa Bay, first 5, plus 135. I think that the Rays overall talent-wise are the better team. The Red Sox do have a slight pitching advantage, but also keep in mind, even though the Tampa Bay Rays are on the road, they're one of the best road teams in baseball, 41-25. Maybe the Rockies should take some notes from the Rays. I think the better bet would be the under in this game, to be completely honest. His boss is saying to play in the best bet in this game is the over. I would kind of lean with the under with these 2 pitchers. They're pretty decent pitchers. So I like the Rays first 5 with the slight lean towards the under in this game.
Okay, sounds good. We'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. We got the Detroit Tigers, Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, we have Detroit Tigers here, minus 140. It's a plus 130 the other way with these Pittsburgh Pirates. A total of 8.5 in this game. Tariq Skubal, Bryce Wilson, the pitching matchup for this one. Tariq Skubal is 8-12 with a 4.26 ERA, a 1.29 WHIP, and 133 innings pitched, 150 strikeouts, and 45 walks. On the other side, Bryce Wilson is 2-6 with a 4.61 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP, and 56 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has 37 strikeouts and 14 walks. And yes, this is a 1-800 gambler game. And yes, I do like a side in this game. I really like Tariq Skubal over Bryce Wilson. Plain and simple, I'm going to play that pitching advantage. Granted, it is Detroit on the road, which they tend to struggle a little bit more on the road. But, I mean, this is a Pittsburgh Pirates team I should see the Tigers having no problems with. This plays more of a fate of the fate of the Pirates more than it is a play on the Tigers. I'm getting the first 5 innings at -105 for the Detroit Tigers. Pittsburgh's lost 6 straight, 8 of their last 10 games. They've not been playing good baseball. They're not a good baseball team. So I think this is a plain and simple fade the Pirates spot here. Give me the Tigers first 5 run line at -105.
Sounds good. 1-800 Gambler. I didn't bet this game. You get a Tigers team who's not good and not even thinking of playoffs. Pittsburgh team that I think I typed that up wrong because they're not 48 and 49. 48 and
they would kill
80,
that record.
89. Sorry, I misclicked on that one. But no, this is the game that I'm passing on. With all the other games on today's slate, there's a bunch of good ones. I'm not interested in betting a Detroit-Pittsburgh game. There's enough early games for me to be satisfied with what I got. I'm not interested. I know Nick's you're all interested in Scooble, and the Detroit Tigers have a better pitching advantage in this one. I'm just not betting it. There's no point for me to bet it for me.
Yeah. Also, I think this Detroit Tigers team has a future. When you have probably in the next few years, when you have your rotation led by Casey Mize, and then you'll have Tariq Skubal and Matt Manning. I know those names don't sound great right now, but those are young kids that are getting used to playing Major League Baseball. And I think in a couple of years, we may be talking about the Detroit Tigers in the playoffs. So, yes, the answer is yes. That's the way it's going to be. The Tigers will be a playoff contender in 2 to 3 years. Casey Mize will be a Cy Young contender in 2 to 3 years. I can see. I'm not saying they're winning the goddamn World Series. I just said they're going to be a playoff contender. Stop shaking your head at me. Detroit Lenny would agree with me here. So,
Detroit Lenny's not here today. He'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, but we'll move on to our next game then.
Yep. And this is an example of a really good game.
Yeah, this is not a 1-800 Gambler game. We have the Milwaukee Brewers at the Philadelphia Phillies here. It is
try again. Phillies at Milwaukee.
Yep, that's what I meant. -135 for the Brewers. It's a +125 run back here on the Phils. Total of 7 in this game. Reason why, though, we get Brandon Woodruff and Zach Wheeler in this matchup. This is probably one of the best pitching matchups you can get all season. Looking at this game, Zach Wheeler, 11-9, a 3.01 ERA, a 1.02 WHIP, and 182 and 2/3 innings pitched, 208 strikeouts and 40 walks. On the other side, Brandon Woodruff, 9-7, a 2.35 ERA, a 0.94 WHIP, 157 and 1/3 innings pitched, 185 strikeouts and 40 walks. And looking at this matchup here, this is a great pitching matchup. And it shows with the first 5 total being a 3.5 at Pick'em. That tells you everything you need to know about that right there. But lately, Zach Wheeler, he's been slipping up a little bit. In his last 3 starts, he's not looked good. 6 earned runs and 7 hits and 6 2/3 innings pitched. 5 earned runs and 10 hits and 8 innings pitched. 4 earned runs and 5 hits and 6 innings pitched. Teams are starting to get to him, and I think the Brewers will be able to get a run or 2 off of him here in the first 5 innings. And I think this price is a little bit too cheap. I think the pitching advantage is 100% with Brandon Woodruff in this matchup, and this is a spot where I'm all over the Brewers here. Give me the Brewers here in the first 5 innings at -129. I think they get the job done here today.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm on the Milwaukee Brewers as well. But looking real quick at the 2 pitchers, according to betting odds, Woodruff is a 6-1 6-1 plus money to win Cy Young. 6.5 plus 650 for Zach Wheeler. Cannot speak. So both these guys are still considered in the Cy Young race. Walker Buehler, even after last night's bad game, is still a -110 to win the NL Cy Young. At this point, Garrett Cole is currently a -275.
Well, when Robbie Ray's your next best option, I guess.
Yeah, no, Robbie Ray should be the next best option. But I do like Milwaukee in this one. I do think they have the pitching advantage, even though it's very slightly. I do like Milwaukee to get the job done at home with their best pitcher on the mound. Yes, I think that Woodruff is better than Corbin Burns.
Oh, absolutely.
For some reason, Corbin Burns is still favored better than him to win Cy Young. But I do like Woodruff in this matchup. I do think he gets the job done, continues that Cy Young hunt for him. So give me Milwaukee today against the Philadelphia Phillies. Good morning.
Sounds good. We'll move on here. We have the Cincinnati Reds at the Chicago Cubs here. We're getting Sonny Gray and Justin Steele, the pitching matchup for this one. We're on a minus 145 for the Reds. It's a plus 135 the other way with the Cubs. Total of 8 in this game. And looking at these pitchers, Sonny Gray, 7-6, a 3.89 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, 108 and 2/3 innings pitched, 127 strikeouts, and 41 walks. On the other side, Steele is 3-2 this season, a 3.48 ERA, a 1.26 WHIP, and 31 innings pitched, 35 strikeouts, and 16 walks. And looking at this matchup here, the Cubbies have actually looked pretty good as of late. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. They've won 6 in a row. Granted, it was to Minnesota and Pittsburgh, but they're still getting the job done, and they're also gone over the total in 7 of their last 10 games and 4 in a row. So looking at the Cubs as of late, they're winning, and they're scoring runs. So that's where I'm going to be going for this one here. I'm going team total over 3.5 here for the Chicago Cubs against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray is not particularly a pitcher I trust. He's not had that great of seasons, not great of numbers so far this season. So overall, I'm just going to be going plain simply Cubs team total over 3.5. I don't need to rely on Steele to do anything for me. I don't need the Cubs to win this game. I just need 4 runs from the Chicago Cubs tonight.
Okay, I'm not interested in this game. If I look at it, if anything, it's a lean towards the Cincinnati Reds. I know the Cubbies have been winning games against Pittsburgh. I'm not impressed. This Cubs team is still bad. Let's not get this twisted. If anything, it's a slight lean towards Cincinnati. Sonny Gray's on the mound, pitching advantage there. But I would almost call this a 100 gambler, but I'm not going to because Cincinnati is still in the playoff race. So it's very close to being one, but not interested in this game.
Yeah. We'll move on then.
Are you been this game? I'm guessing you're talking about that Cincinnati-Chicago one we just talked about? No, I'm not. Took that first quarter FSU bet. Felt good. What a game. Yeah, we were on Northern Name, so it didn't quite work out for us, but still crazy good game.
Yeah. We'll move on, though. San Francisco Giants are at the Colorado Rockies in this one. So minus 145 for the Giants, plus 145 for the Rockies. A total of 11 in this game. Kevin Gausman, Kyle Freeland, the pitching matchup for this one. Are you looking at getting involved in this one?
Oh, of course. And for this game and the following game, we're riding an angle, and that angle is fade the teams that played on Sunday night. I'm on Colorado. They're a very good home team, as we keep reiterating. Looking at their home record, they
45-24.
Okay. Yeah, 45-24. That is the 4th best in the league, only behind the Dodgers, the White Sox, and the Giants. In terms of profit, though, once again, if you bet on the Colorado Rockies every single time they're at home, you're up 22.86. And I'm going right back to him today. I don't really care that it's Gausman versus Freeland. I do like the Colorado Rockies today, and I got it at a plus 156. So I got it at a really good line. It's dropped all the way to a plus 130. I still like Colorado because 2 big angles. A, San Francisco had to play Sunday Night Baseball, and they had to travel after the game. Colorado was already at home. Also, San Francisco is coming off of a big series. against the Dodgers. This is a letdown spot for him. Going Colorado in this matchup, plus 130.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. We're looking at Kevin Gausman here, 12-5 this season, 2.52 ERA, a 1.01 WHIP, and 157 innings pitched. Does have 183 strikeouts and 47 walks. On the other side, Kyle Freeland's 5-6, a 4.22 ERA, a 1.34 WHIP, and 91 2/3 innings pitched, 81 strikeouts and 25 walks. And looking at this matchup, yes, I 100% agree with you here, Tim. I'm on the Colorado Rockies here in the first 5 innings, unfortunately, because I just don't trust their bullpen. Fortunately, I only got plus 115 for it. It's now up to a plus 120 on our book. This feels like a little bit too short of a line here as well. I feel like this is definitely a letdown spot for San Fran. As you mentioned, they are coming off of Sunday Night Baseball, and they're coming off playing a heated rivalry, similar to what we'll do if we see like a Sunday Night Baseball game between the Red Sox and the Yankees, where we look to fade the Yankees and Red Sox the next day. And plus also, we've said it over and over and over again. Colorado is a bad team on the road. They're an elite team at home. I got to take the Rockies here in the first 5 innings. I think that the Giants come out a little bit slow, and I think the Rockies take advantage of that. Give me Colorado here.
Yeah, that's on it. Gotta fade team's first game after trilogy fight with the Dodgers. Well, we gotta fade teams on Sunday night in big rivalries. How about this game, Nick?
Yeah, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals in this one. You can get the Dodgers for a minus 200, plus 185 the other way with the Cardinals. Total of 7.5 in this game. Max Scherzer, Miles Mikolas, the pitching matchup for this one. Looking at the pitching matchup, Max Scherzer is 12-4, a 2.40 ERA, a 0.86 WHIP, 146 strikeouts, 197 walks, and 197 strikeouts and 33 walks, and 146 innings pitched. Miles Mikolas this season is 0-1 with a 4.41 ERA, a 1.41 WHIP. Only 16 1/3 innings pitched, though, 14 strikeouts and 5 walks. And looking at this matchup here, yes, I understand the Cardinals just had a heartbreaking loss yesterday with that walk-off grand slam. But this is a spot where once again, we did this with the Dodgers last game, or with the Giants last game. We're going to do it with the Dodgers in this game. I'm going St. Louis first 5. You can get that at a plus 180. You can get plus 180 on the Cardinals first 5 in this spot. And I'm going team total over 2.5 with the Cardinals as well at minus 135. I cashed on this double up yesterday against the Brewers. And the Cardinals have actually made me pretty decent money as of late, betting them in the first 5 innings. So I cashed both my plays on the Cardinals yesterday, even with their loss. So it was a nice little money-making day for the Cardinals yesterday, other than, well, they didn't win the game straight up. But I still really like this Cardinals team. I still think they're a sneaky, sneaky team. So I like the Cardinals here, plus 180 in the first 5 innings, and also the team total over 2.5 in the spot.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. Once again, we're using the same angle as last game. Sunday Night Baseball, and Dodgers went up against the Giants. I did look it up. The last time that the Giants and Dodgers played, the following day, the Dodgers lost to Colorado, and the Giants lost to Pittsburgh. So both of them are in letdown spots. This has happened multiple times this year, where after a big series, these two teams are in letdown spots, and we're getting some nice plus money for it. I know I did a free pick video on this last night and got a lot of crap in the comment section. But I'm on St. Louis. I realize the pitching advantage is 100% on Max Scherzer. But last night when the Giants were playing the Dodgers, the Dodgers playing the Giants, St. Louis was already in St. Louis in their beds, relaxing, not worrying about a game at that moment, and then having a long flight over, coming halfway across the country. Now, I love fading Sunday night games into Monday, especially because this game starts at 4 o'clock today.
Yeah, this is an early game.
So this is an early game as well. So most likely by the time that the Dodgers got done with the game in California and flew to St. Louis, it was probably about 2, 3, maybe even 4 o'clock in the morning by the time they got to their hotel rooms. And now they have to wake up in 4 hours to go play a game. No, this is a letdown spot for the Dodgers as well. I'm taking St. Louis in this game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. We'll move on here. We have 3 games left, one of them being our best bet. Minnesota Twins are at the Cleveland Indians in this matchup here. You can get to the Indians for a plus 115. It's a minus 125 for the Twins in this game. Total of 9 in this spot. Bailey Ober taking on Logan Allen. What's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, it's got to be a lean towards Minnesota in this one. I know that Cleveland came off of a good series against the Red Sox, but Logan Allen's pitching this game. That's the main reason why there's such big dogs. Allen is 1-5 this year at the 6.62 ERA. Not a good pitcher. I will honestly probably put this game maybe.
No,
but I'm not interested in this game. It's more of a I have the best bet, and actually I have no more baseball plays after that then. So not interested in this one.
Yeah, looking at this game, I didn't take that close of a look at it earlier, but looking at it a little bit more recently, I've realized I really like a spot in this or a side in this game. Bailey Ober 2-2 with a 3.98 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, and 74 2/3 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, and 17 walks. On the other side, Logan Allen is 1-5 with a 6.62 ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, and 35 1/3 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts, and 14 walks. And looking at this matchup here, call me crazy, but I have the wrong team's favorite in this game. That's kind of what I'm trying to get across here. Yes, I understand it is Logan Allen pitching, and he's not the greatest of pitchers. Bailey Ober's not that great of a pitcher either. Minnesota's coming into this game losing 4 of their last 5 games. They are 27-41 on the road, taking on a Cleveland team that has won 6 of their last 10 games. They have been playing slightly better as of late. They're 35-30 at home, so they have the home field advantage. I believe they have the lineup advantage. They have the overall team advantage. The only thing that they don't have is a slight pitching advantage with Bailey Ober over Logan Allen. But the wrong team's favorite in this game. I like Cleveland here. First 5 plus 115. I just added that to my card. I had this game priced around minus 125, minus 130 for Cleveland. So 100% wrong team favorite in this game. Give me the Indians here. Plus 115 the first 5 innings.
I like that. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one.
Yeah, we have the Seattle Mariners at the Houston Astros. This is our best bet over on picks and parlays. If you guys want to check that out, link to that in the description of the video down below. We'll move on to our final game of the day. We have the Texas Rangers and the LA Angels in this one. We're getting Alexi taking on Balia, the pitching matchup for this one. Where are you looking in this final game?
Can I call this one a 1-800 gambler?
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this game. If anything, it's a slight lean towards the Angels, but the line's come down on them. To the point where I'm thinking more of the money now is on Texas, and I'm just not really too interested in this one. 2 pitchers that don't really say much. Alexi's only pitched 1 game this year. Not really interested in this one. I really don't have a beat on this one. I don't. These 2 teams don't care. I'm calling it a 1-800 gambler game, and I'm passing it in the stream, in the baseball portion.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, we have AJ Alexi, who is 1-0, no ERA, 0 ERA, 0.8 WHIP. Granted, he's only pitched 5 innings, so take that with a grain of salt. 4 strikeouts and 3 walks. On the other side, Berea is 2-2 with a 5.40 ERA, a 1.57 WHIP, and 38 1/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts and 15 walks. And looking at this matchup, I unfortunately got a bad line on it. I really like a side in this game, and I'm going with the LA Angels in this spot. We get Alexi pitching his 2nd career start. They're going to have a little bit of film on him now, so they'll be able to get to him a little bit here. And Berea, I don't hate Berea. He has struggled a little bit to start the season here, but the Angels are 100% the better team at this spot. They're 38-33 at home, so they're a decent home team. Texas, this is more of a fade on Texas though. 17-51 on the road. They are Colorado level. They are Pittsburgh level when it comes to playing on the road. They're Arizona level when it comes to playing on the road. So I like the Angels to get the job done here. Plus, how can you not bet the Angels today? If they win, they're 69-69 on the season. So, I mean, come on. But yeah, I like the Angels here to take care of the first 5 innings. I got them on the money line. I unfortunately got them at -130 this morning. I'm now down to a -126. I still like them at that price. Give me the Angels here to finish out the baseball slate.
Yep, sounds good. We got one more game to go over, and that is in college football.
Yes, we have Monday night college football for you guys. We have the Louisville Cardinals taking on the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss a 9-point favorite in this game, plus 33 or 300 by that, plus 300 in this game for the Louisville Cardinals. A total of 75 in this game, a really high total. But looking at this game here, let me grab my book. Looking at this game, I have stop putting down here. Louisville is returning 14 starters, 8 on offense, including their quarterback, and 6 on defense. When Ole Miss is returning 18 starters, 8 on offense, including their quarterback, and 10 on defense. And I'm expecting some points in this game. And looking at the market here, this is what truly caught my eye in this game. I like the over in this game, over 75 points. I'm seeing 63% of the tickets and 70% or 63% of the tickets are on the under. But 70% of the money is on the over. So that's showing a lot of the sharp money is on the over here with only 37% of the tickets here on the over for this game, but 70% of the money. I'm going to go with the sharps here. I'm going with the over 75 points here. I'm expecting a absolute shootout in this game, 41-38 type of game here, potentially where Louisville can cover, because it's a slight lean towards Louisville as well in this game for me. Slight lean, I didn't bet it, but I like the over in this game more than anything else.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to go over the total, and then I could talk about the side, because I have both of them bet. We have the over. We really do like the over in this one. Obviously, talked about the money and the sharps and everything. Lex said, "Isn't the coach out for Louisville?" We don't care. We can care less if players are out and stuff. We go by what the money is saying. As Nick said, 63% of the tickets are on the under. 70% of the money is on the over. That's fine. 63% of the money is on Mississippi.
The tickets.
Tickets is on Mississippi, and 61% of the money is on Louisville. That is on Mississippi. That's saying that some sharp money is coming in on Mississippi. On Louisville, +9. So that's where we're going with this one. We think it's going to be a shootout, close game down to the end. And I like grabbing the Louisville plus the 9 points tomorrow or tonight. So over and Louisville for this game.
Sounds good. That's going to wrap it up for this show here. So go over your things, and we're going to go over a recap and then head on out.
Yep. Before we jump into a recap, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description down below between our Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Discord, Instagram, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, all that stuff, link down below. We normally don't feature our package a lot. Now is going to be the great time to do it. With college football back, NFL starting next weekend. If you go ahead, grab a 7-day pass, because just to let you know, Saturday, me and Nick had 15 college football plays. That's a lot. That's more than most of the cappers will put out the entire season. So we're going to be putting out a lot of plays. Keep in mind, we'll probably have a 5 games worth of NFL as well when it comes to premium stuff. So we're going to have lots of content for you guys. Of course, WNBA out every single day. We have a WNBA play today as well. MLB plays until the end of the year, and we're just gonna have a lot of content pumping out. NBA starts in October, hockey starts in October, college basketball starts in late October, November. So lots of content coming out for you guys. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. Speaking of picks and parlays, what do you want, Nick?
Also a link in the description that Tim didn't mention is our merch. I'm wearing it today. If you want to get an ESB shirt, the link to that is in the description as well.
I think I have to fix the link. I'm not sure if it works. But speaking of picks and parlays, Craig did his show at 10. Me and Nick are going to be going live 10 o'clock every single day besides Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's tomorrow and Thursday. Because tomorrow and Thursday I'll have Lenny with me. And I help him out because he already wakes up early enough. 8 o'clock his time for the show. So help him out. Start at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the days that he does it. Higgs at 12. Allie, actually today will be Detroit Lenny with Morning Wood at 1:30 for your Manic Monday. Put in your 3-game parlays with them. That's at 1:30. Game time decision at 6. Probably a total chaos. No, probably not a total chaos tonight. We'll have a Counter-Strike show tonight because there is now playoffs for the ESL Pro League. We're down to the last 12 teams. I'm going to quickly bring up the playoff bracket because I know tomorrow's games will be Mouse Sports and Nip and Complexity and Vitality. So should be a good matchup. And then Wednesday is Fours and Ends, Liquid and Fnatic. So lots of good matchups coming up soon. And I'm excited to be able to jump into everything. So stay tuned tonight for the ESL Pro League Counter-Strike show. Probably around 9-ish, something in that range. So be ready for that. But speaking of recaps, today I like the Mets, the Blue Jays, the Rays, Brewers, Rockies, Cardinals, and then I like the Louisville Cardinals at +9 and the over in that Louisville, Mississippi game.
Yeah, looking at it for me, I'm on Tampa Bay first 5. I'm on Detroit first 5 run line. Cubs team total over. Rockies first 5. Cardinals first 5. Angels first 5. Brewers first 5. Indians first 5. And the St. Louis Cardinals team total over 2.5. And then I'm also on the over between Ole Miss and Louisville.
Sounds good. But that should wrap it up for the stream. Nick, go ahead and finish it on out. Oh, hold on. Hi, Rat. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live here, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle, joined here by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys as always, and good luck.
See ya.